May 2023 or any month from here can be an amazing leap for you forward. Let's take a look at some intentions you could be setting by looking at 3 cards that could be in your intention. So I like to use this Dragon Path Oracle set with different messages. Obviously you can use any one that you want, but the 3 cards today that you're going to choose from will be helping you understand which lessons you'd like to learn in the month of May and what to integrate and actually be with. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle these cards up just a bit. And as we shuffle these cards, obviously it's a little difficult on video here, so we're just going to kind of mingle things together here. Now, what's really important is you probably see in many videos on my channel here is it comes down to the energy you do everything with. So when you do your affirmations, your visualizations, or any of that, it doesn't really matter if you do those actions unless you're actually feeling all the things that you're doing. So same thing goes with this. You really got to believe and feel the energy of the cards that we're going to choose here. Okay, so I'm going to choose one from the top, I'm going to choose one from the middle, and then I'm also going to choose one, so there's a second one there, I'm going to choose one from the very bottom. And we're going to put a number 1, 2, and 3 on these cards. So here's going to be number 1 that we chose, number 2 that we chose, and number 3. Now, what I'd like you to do is actually choose one of these cards, 1, 2, or 3. And I want you to stick with one of those cards. Don't do all 3. You're going to really have too many intentions, too many learnings, too many things to go through. Okay, but I want you to pick one of these cards and you're going to focus on it for the next 30 days and really being with the actual idea of May, I'm going to work on this thing. If you're listening to this video and it's not May, it's okay. You can still set these intentions. You could still choose the card that you want and go with the flow of whatever message you're getting as well. Okay. Now, I would absolutely, once I flip the cards here, okay, stick to your decision. Don't change your decision based on the card that I flip. So right now, pick 1 here, number 2 here, or number 3. Which one do you want? Go ahead and write it down, or actually it would even be better put it in the comments section so you can actually be accountable with everybody on our channel as well, our soul tribe. So go ahead and our spiritual family here. So go ahead and put that into the comment section below. And what I would do sometimes, it's easy, you know, you could fast forward to the video part where 1, 2, and 3 are, but what I would actually do is listen to the entire thing and then just jot down notes for whatever card that you chose. Okay, so here's card number 1, the Philosopher, card number 2, Balance, and card number 3 is Herm. So I'm going to go ahead and read the definition of all 3 of these, but for now, again, just identify which one of the 3 that you chose, Dragon cards wise, and we're going to start to go through this. Now, the meanings are always according to where you're at as well. So you never have to take everything as literal. I want you to take it and say, like, where could I actually apply this in my life? And what meaning am I creating for this individual card? Okay, so I'm going to read out loud, but you can see it with me. The Philosopher. You should follow that which you seek with your heart. So if you chose number 1, the Philosopher here, this is your message for the month. This wise old dragon is all about learning and the direction your life is taking. This can be in your 3D physical world or on a metaphysical level. He shows up when you have been considering taking up any kind of study, whether you are returning to or continuing with formal education or undertaking personal or spiritual development. He came to me bringing a strong connection to Galileo and to the planets, the solar system, mathematics, and science. He says, one is never too old or young to learn. Set your sights high and reach for the stars, for you have much to gain from and to reveal to your learning partners. He has a particular affinity with the stars and constellations, and is often associated with people learning the old arts, such as astrology, scrying, and divination, as well as the sciences. He goes on to say, you have been putting off that which you want to learn. Your self-doubt hinders you from following your passion and your true path. Your affinity with the old art is, I think I missed a page there, yeah, is the starting point of your journey. Take this as notice that you should follow that which you seek with your heart, for only then will you truly trend the steps of your destiny. His presence helps us navigate our world in our chosen direction. He becomes our compass, our guiding star. When we are at a loss as to what comes next, call upon his presence to help steer you forward. So the philosopher, pretty amazing one right here, right? And quite the amazing artwork. I mean, take a look at it. Okay. So if you chose number 1 here for May 2023, or whenever you're listening to this video, I would greatly think about what we're talking about here with the philosopher and think through, is there anything that I've been putting off? And sometimes we put things off, and I've certainly been in this position many times before where I put off something because it's like, I've never learned that before. I have a little, limiting thoughts around that thing, or I just feel that, I'm not sure that thing is for me in any way. Right, but what it's saying here is, formal education or undertaking some spiritual development, go for it. Go for whatever it is that you're thinking about learning. There's many times in my path where I felt like I need to learn, like I feel a calling to actually dive into better business strategy and actually take a program or learn something from a book. Or when I started the YouTube channel, it's like I wanted to develop some things. Or sometimes in the energetic side of things, I knew spiritually I was ready for expansion of learning about different things when it came to spirituality and energetics and different things. It happened to me when I first started in coaching and helping my students, and everything before that was I was so interested in Bob Proctor's work, and I was so interested in personal development and all those teachers. So you really just want to look into things and say, where is it that I'm not seeking, or I'm not actually following my heart? Where is it that I feel something is true for me, but I may have some doubts about my abilities in learning that thing, or I may feel that somebody will judge me, a family member or friend, for learning about that particular thing, and go for it and really step into that in the month of May, okay, which would be really important. I'm sure, if you're listening into this as well and you're like, well, I need some guidance on something like that, and understanding, well, where do I even find, if you're interested in energetics and that's your calling, I mean, that's what we do here. So link in the description to jump into any of our programs or anything around. If energetics is actually that thing that you've been looking to do, deep manifestation work, we'll work with you on that. So let's go ahead and dive into card number 2, which is balance here. Balance is a quite amazing part of life, very important in this duality that we certainly find ourselves in, right? In the yin and the yang, and understanding to be in this. So let's cover it. Balance. What you are experiencing in your life now is transitional. Okay? This dragon, balance, depicts aspects of us as a whole, our light and shadow sides. As humans, we show the world our many different sides, for we are multifaceted and can change from situation to situation. These aspects could include our compassion, frustration, love, irritation, joy, and so on. His appearance in your spread is to remind you that everything is perfect, even if the situation you find yourself in is pushing your buttons, or in other words, bothering you. Balance says, fear and frustration only serve one purpose, and that is to disempower. Life on earth is all about achieving a personal equilibrium, seeing things for what they are, balancing your daily activities and demands with time to laugh and play. You run the risk of becoming too serious and caught up in the dramas that are unfolding in your life now by not allowing yourself time to play. You can call upon my energy and wisdom to guide you to be more balanced in how you view or feel about your situation. You cannot have darkness without light, the sun without the moon. Do you need to learn to say no, or to look at your personal boundaries? Are they being crossed too often? Maybe you should say yes to things which, although they make you fearful, you assist your personal and spiritual growth. Will it? Remember that what you're experiencing in your life now is transitional. It won't last forever. This, like much of life, is a phase, a lesson, and it too will soon pass. If you find yourself in a perplexing situation, ask for His wisdom to be bestowed upon you. Balance will guide you to understanding, to know in your heart what you can do, or indeed, if you need to do anything at all, sometimes all that is required is patience. Really strong card here, and balance is all about this duality feeling, right? Black without white is not possible. Left without right is not possible. And sometimes, so for example, if you got this card, you may want to look at the topics of where am I spending all my time. So for example, like me, I was so achievement oriented in my masculine side with ambitions wise that I had to rebalance being able to relax and rest and all of that. My partner helped me significantly with that because it was really a rebalance she was teaching me, right? The side of life that's relaxing and letting things go and not always being in a go-go, masculine, achievement, ambitious mode, right? So for me, I had to rebalance a lot of that. But for you, it may be the opposite. Maybe it's time for you to jump into more of your masculine energy or more of your ambitious side this month, or balance something else. So maybe putting more time into fun and play. Maybe it's more time into your personal relationships. Maybe it's more time into health. That may be a great one. A lot of people are very off balance with their health. So a great thing would be saying, where am I putting a lot of my time that's feeling a little imbalanced and a little unaligned? And what do I need to speak up about? Now, I was talking about personal boundaries in here as well. And that's really important. So maybe you're saying yes to things that are no longer serving you. Maybe you're saying no to things that are actually going to serve you, but you're not working on the balance of that, right? And that's really important. So take a look, and I would jot down 3 things during the month that you could rebalance with this message if you pick this card. Like rebalance, what could you rebalance? What could you work on to kind of counteract you being a little bit of off balance, if that makes sense? This is a really powerful card. I really, really appreciate that one 100%. And now we're going to go with Hearn as well. Now, again, no matter what card you picked, I would just keep listening into the whole video, understand these ideas, and sometimes you'll catch a glimpse of where you need to take things as well while you're listening into each of the cards, right? As you learn the lessons and understand. Okay, so let's get to Hearn. It is time to reevaluate, to slow down your fast-paced life. So it kind of goes with balance, right? Because if you're going way too fast in life, maybe it's balancing a little bit of slowness, right? Which everything is important in life. It's not just one side or the other. The earth dragon, Hearn, is connected to nature and everything within the natural world, the rocks, the earth, the trees, and plants, the animals, and the birds. He advises us that we would do well to remember that we too are a part of the seasons, the Earth's rotation, and of Mother Earth herself. He reminds us that everything is cyclical and draws our attention to how out of sync we are now with the Earth's natural rhythm. Even our internal body clocks are out of kilter. We couldn't imagine being connected to the internet, social media. We couldn't imagine life without our smartphones, being connected to the internet, social media, and TV 24/7. But all these things act as distractions, which stop us from devolving into ourselves, finding our own internal patterns, reconnecting our lives, and in turn with the natural rhythm of our planet. Hearn says, you celebrate May Day, Halloween, Christmas, and other festivals, yet you forget the real essence of what they truly signify. They are a celebration of the turning of the seasons, of the earth's bounty, and you are out of step with these things. It is time to reevaluate, to slow down your fast-paced life, for you are constantly spinning on your axis rather than interweaving with the earth's beautiful tapestry. Make time to look at the trees, watch the waves, listen to the bees. Your body and mind require time to replenish and reboot, to use a popular human word. He also emphasizes that nothing lasts forever. Things such as human love and life, he says, wax and wane like the moon. They are forever changing. They follow the natural cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. It's a fascinating one. I mean, it goes right along with balance, right? And so much of the time we're in this masculine, ambitious energy and moving through life as fast as possible, but Hearn is grounding for us. And we really want to look into where can we slow things down. You know, I work with so many of my students, so many of them come into working with me and they are burnt out, they're exhausted, they are working 70 hours a week, they're just not doing what they love, they're unhappy, and they just can't seem to find a way out. And one of the biggest things I tell them to do instantly is find some time where they're not go, go, go mode and they're not mentally straining themselves all day. And maybe go out in nature, maybe just sit down for a little bit, maybe do a little bit of mindless activity rather than jumping into more things. Maybe actually be very present while you go for a walk. Maybe you need a little bit more gym time, so you go out into a gym or do some fitness to be a little bit more physical rather than mental, right? There's so many different things to help us with the balance, but also keep us grounded to where we need to be, right? And so this idea here is maybe months is, so when it says slow pace, it doesn't mean less results. That's important. So a lot of us grip onto being fast paced because we feel that our month isn't going to be as achievement oriented if we're just not going fast. But that's not true. Sometimes the moments where you slow down life, you actually gain a lot more progress and you gain a lot more results. So what I like to even say is simplify life. I'm working with a lot of my students right now in simplifying their life and not having so much complexity. They have so much going on and they have like 20,000 emails coming into their inbox and they have all the social media platforms and they're scrolling through those, and then they have a million apps on their phone. Like it's just, their life is pure chaos, right? So what I help them to do is help them rebalance and ground themselves with simplicity. And that's a really, really important one as well, which could be the theme for your month, is keeping the month simple and okay, right? So overall, I hope you really enjoyed these 3 cards, 1, 2, and 3. Whatever one, you know, let me do a close-up of the second one. I didn't do that because of the first one we did, so you can see. And then we have our third one here of Hearn. So you can tell a lot of nature. Okay, really important. Yin and the yang, the balance, the philosopher, and understanding, the guidance provided there as well. All right, so take the 3 cards here and make it the theme of your month. I would integrate this right away. So you write down, maybe you even take a screenshot of the video and print out maybe whatever card you did, or maybe you have this dragon deck, I don't know, but keep that card out, okay? And then write down 3 things you're gonna do in order to integrate 1, 2, or 3. So you actually write down, what am I gonna do to integrate this teaching, this philosophy? What new action am I going to dedicate myself to and keep accountable to? All of that. And if you want some help with this, like, it's really hard to stay accountable, right? Because you might jump to 20 more YouTube videos and not integrate anything, right? So that's where our program comes into play as well. So if you want some help on integrating things like this, again, our energetics program, you could do a one-on-one mentorship with me or a group style coaching, depending on what level you're at right now. And I can help guide you on all the energetics you could ever even want. Like everything from building a business and scaling it to a really high level, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month or beyond that, or getting yourself organized and building your business and finding your purpose and career purpose, or whether it's manifesting something else, you're ready to go really deep and you realize like, hey, I need some systems, I need a mentor, I need some guidance, I need an environment where I can nurture myself and share and be vulnerable and actually go out there and thrive. Like if you want to fulfill your potential, I promise you our program is probably going to be one of the deepest programs you'll ever come across. It's not just law of attraction stuff, or it's not just picking a card or any of that stuff. Like we're going deep down a rabbit hole of trauma work, deep healing work of all of your limitations within, as well as integrating the highest level of prosperity and abundance consciousness on an ongoing level. That's what helped me get from like literally earning $1,000, $2,000 a month to earning six figures in a single day. Like in a single 4-hour time period, earning $120,000. Like how does that happen? It comes by the actual integration, right? So we cover those principles in a really deep side and allow ourselves to be in that space where we can do so. And then of course, you know, if you are in a spot where financially you're just in a really down spot, use these cards, use the free teachings, but also we have a free community called School that will help you with content, like actually free content and learning parallel reality manifestation and all of that, kind of some of the deeper basics to getting to your life and business to the next level. That's in the link in the description below as well. So either of those, like if you're ready to really rock and roll, you're ready to have a lot of progress like the speed of a rocket. That's where our mentorship and energetics program comes into play. If you're looking to build a business with us, we have certified manifestation coach as well, where you get certified. We help you build a personal development coaching business, which could be the most rewarding thing in life for you. That's all of a part of our energetics program, right? Or you just want the free content, then join our school group as well. All right. So in conclusion here, remember in the comment section, type in 1, 2, or 3, whatever you're going to stay accountable to. Theme of this month. Make sure you have written down philosopher, balance, or Hearn. And then also make sure you write down 3 things you're going to actually integrate in order to move these cards forward into your life. All right. Sky Haug signing off here. I'll see you in the next video real soon.